So when somebody has to break their lease, and it happens, right? People's lives change, something comes up, or they have to move, even though they have a rental agreement in place. Now, there are a couple ways that this can happen. Either A, they pay a flat amount, which, that works, and in some cases, that makes a lot of sense. But the problem with that is that if that flat fee is less than the actual expenses incurred, then you as the landlord are going to lose out money, right? So an example would be you're charging 1.5 months rent as a termination fee for the lease, an early termination lease fee, and ends up taking you 3 months to release the property, right? Now you're out a bunch of rent that you otherwise wouldn't have been. And so a better strategy is to charge what is called actual damages. So this is covering all rent that's lost, any utility costs while the property is vacant, in some cases the cost to release the property if you're working with a management company. Really what you're trying to do is make sure that you're made whole for the fact that the lease was broken. And this also incentivizes the resident who's moving out to be cooperative, to make sure that the property's returned in tip-top shape so that it can show well and find a new resident quickly. And it also helps prevent people from maybe deciding to break their lease when they don't have a good reason and work through whatever issue they need to work through. Now, again, sometimes people have to break their leases. It's not a personal thing, but that does have a negative financial impact to the landlord, who can't just simply break the lease, right? They can't just decide to stop renting the property if they're in a lease. Only the resident can do that. And so the landlord needs to be compensated for those costs.